I don't think there's anywhere you'll go. Say the name Alexia Putellas and everyone goes blank. Even if you're not a religious viewer of women's football, but you're a regular consumer of sports news, the name Alexia Putellas rings a bell. Putellas is now one of the most recognizable female footballers in the world. Whenever you talk about Barcelona Femenil and the Spanish women's team, her name is usually top of the list. For a player who has now won some of the most enviable individual awards in the game, 2 Ballon d'Ors, 2 FIFA Player of the Year awards, and a 2-time UEFA Women's Player of the Year, her story to the top of world football wasn't straightforward. Long before she became the face of the Barcelona Women's Football Club, Putellas was the only girl playing amongst the boys in her hometown, Mollet de Vallès. She played for a local club, Centre d'Esport Sabadell, before her love story with Barcelona started in 2006. However, following a restructuring process at the club, Putellas had nowhere to play. She went on and joined Espanyol and spent 5 years at the club. Putellas made her senior debut at the club aged 16, and by the time she was leaving, she was a permanent member of the senior side. Her next destination was Levante. This was in 2011 when much activity about women's football wasn't heard of. That said, Putellas had joined the Valencia-based club after she won a bronze medal with the Spanish under-17s team. And not just that, she was the team's outstanding player. Her first season in a Levante shirt ended in 15 goals after 34 matches. This was the only season she would play for the club as Barcelona offered her a chance to rejoin, and of course, she took the offer. At the time, the team had just won its first league title and went on and claimed 3 more before their rivals, Atletico Madrid, became the dominant side in women's football in Spain. Barcelona would recapture back the title in 2020 at a time when the club vowed to invest heavily in the women's side. By then, she had taken over the armband and is now the team's head captain. As Barca pumped in more money and bought some of the best players around, the performance levels of the team went up, and so did Alexia's. In 2018-19, she was the team's top scorer with 18 goals and led the club to its first ever UEFA Women's Champions League final. 2 seasons later, Alexia lifted the UEFA Women's Champions League title after a 4-0 win over Chelsea and the Spanish league title. Her performance in this game was memorable as she dictated play from the middle of the park. After an outstanding season, she won the top football awards, which have now put her amongst the best players rank in the world. Internationally, Putellas has a similar aura, although they have stiff competitors in the US, France, England, Netherlands, and Germany, among other teams. That said, La Roja has made a lot of progress but just falls short in some ways. Putellas is the heartbeat of the team, just like she is the heartbeat of the Barcelona side. She came through the ranks, having earned her first cap at the under-15s team. She won the Youth European Championships in 2010 and 2011 and a bronze medal at the 2010 under-17 FIFA Women's World Cup. The midfielder made her senior debut in 2013 against Denmark and has gone on to feature in Spain's major tournaments since then, except for the 2022 European Championships in England, for which she was ruled out due to injury. She now has over 100 caps for her country, the highest any female player has recorded. It will be amazing to see her lift the Women's World Cup. Whilst it's not impossible, the Spanish team and federation have more work to do before it comes close to challenging for the world title. Overall, I don't think not winning a World Cup will taint her career. She's won everything there is to win at club level: 5 leagues, 5 Spanish Queen's Cups, 1 Spanish Super Cup, 7 Cup of Catalonia, and 1 Champions League. So the future remains bright for one of football's best midfield marshals. Do you think Putellas will ever win the World Cup? And would you love to see her play for another club? Share your comments down below. Subscribe to the channel for more, and see you in the next one.